This is the Antelco Shrubbler, and this is the Antelco pressure compensating Shrubbler. So tell us about that, and then the differences.
The Shrubbler we'll talk about first, which has been, as I said earlier, has been copied up to 30 times around the world.
Yep. So this is one of your flagship products.
This is one of our flagship products. Yep. Look for the little tree symbol and the Shrubbler word on top.
That logo there,
that logo. When you actually unscrew and adjust the dripper, it's got an index in it.
Yep.
So it clicks.
Yep.
So when it's off, when you screw it tight,
yep,
nothing comes out. So it's a true shut off.
Yep.
There's other products on the market that don't shut off when you do that.
Yep.
And as you index it open, it creates the umbrella.
So what, you can count your clicks and get some kind of consistency along? Yeah.
Roughly.
Because it's not pressure compensating.
Adjustable, meaning the terms, it's going to give you some variation in flow rate. You wouldn't put this on your vines.
No.
As an orchardist.
To try it, so that's the pattern that we're looking at throwing there. Obviously, if anyone wants to look at this further, Antelco's got information on their
information on the website, YouTube clip and all that.
This is easy, homeowner installed. Put the jab into your 13 or your 19 mil, run some 4 mil to this, stake it next to a plant or between two plants.
And the spike, very good, because we sell that product in a non-spike format, so but for homeowners, the spike is really the one.
Because it doesn't move, it's easy to find.
It's an all integrated.
Where is it?
Not a big cost difference either. We export them to Rainbird in Europe and the US.
And they sell them. I mean, so they rebadge them and distributed through a lot of different channels.
Yes.
So all of the manufacturers have some hand in Antelco distribution.
Yep.
So if you wanted to get some more consistency around your watering, you'd go to the pressure compensating one?
Yeah, that's giving you about a 30 litre an hour.
Is it that much?
Yeah, 29 to 30.
Okay.
So it's getting high.
Yep. Oh, that's litres per minute?
Litres per hour.
Per hour, yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
In reality, I would lean towards that being a product if you had all the same style of plants around your garden.
So a long hedge run or...
Correct. Yep. Using that and using your adjustable product where you've got different types of plants in your garden beds. Inside it's got a specific seat in there for the techos.
To create the pressure compensation?
No, it's actually got a groove in the pin if you look carefully down inside if you ever take one apart.
Yep. Okay. And that's part of the science behind it?
Correct.
How much do you need to protect the IP of this? Like, is this... I mean, once you've made it, but you guys have to go through a rigorous process.
I wouldn't want to tell you what our IP bill is, but it's huge.
So that's the Shrubbler. They do a Spectrum as well and a Bubbler, which all have similar bases with different, processes.
For different markets, there's different bases and so on.
Some people like dumping water with a Bubbler.
Yep. The next one is the Spectrum. Yep. Almost side by side, they almost look the same. What the Spectrum is a spray jet.
So that throws... The book says 2.8 metres in diameter. That's insane.
So it'll cover a good amount of garden bed area.
Yep.
It's for the people that want to do spray irrigation because over their garden beds.
Yep.
Makes them look good. If you can water down your plants with the irrigation system, why not?
And if you wanted to get some height, you can buy these with a half-inch thread. So you can put them onto a riser if you've got an established garden and you want to get some height.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, that's that one.
We've got to talk about that, don't we?
Yeah, that one's an interesting one because that's the same. Think of this dripper, the pinch dripper, and we've put it on a spike.
We have a customer that buys a ton of these. He likes the idea of having 2 litre an hour PC because you can obviously run it with drip tube if you have to and you're getting the same flow. The fact that he can spike it next to a plant and it doesn't move, and that the client can see the water and they feel more comfortable about what's going on. That's what I have on my natives at home. Yeah. That dripper...
It's the same...
Inside a stake.
Same dripper inside a stake.
Available in the 2 litre, 4 litre, 8 litre.
Correct. Colours again, red, black, green.
Pressure compensated.
Same, pressure compensated, yep.
So what's this? We've got a...
Pot stream.
Pot stream. That's it in situ. You can sit it on the side of a pot, run your poly. So this is good if in those kind of courtyard gardens where you want to run the pipe up behind the pot and not see it.
Yep.
And then it sprays in.
Yep. And you've still got that adjustment.
And it shoots down.
Now, this is a protected product that we do have IP on.
Yep.
Very good, strong IP.
Yep.
And so, this is a flagship thing.
How did this come about? Like, it's an interesting concept. Was there was
The
demand in
brief
the market, obviously?
the brief was to water pots.
Yep.
And water them better than we had in the past.
Yep.
Because in the old
So if you put one of these,
we would have put a shrubler in,
and then it throws too
and then
far,
it throws over the edge of the pot.
and the pipe's like bending out over the pot.
That's
It's
right.
Smooth down the back of the pot.
Smooth down the back of the pot, and then you've got your adjustment on the outside, and it actually has got these streams in here,
Yep.
which are very hard to engineer from a injection moulding
Yep.
viewpoint.
And they don't
I don't know
drill
whether you-
holes into the soil or anything. They're a gentle enough spray that.
It's a lighter flow rate
Yep.
than the
the
shrubler.
Yep.
So
So how long would you run these for in a typical residential garden in the middle of spring if it's 28, 32 degrees? You water once a week. What are they putting out?
15 minutes or
Yep.
so.
So they'd put out a decent amount of water.
You bring up about running your garden, how long to run it for. I always tell people run it for 15 minutes, see what the result is, and then run it for another block of 15 minutes
Later.
later.
Yep.
And then you've got an idea whether that's going to give you enough water.
So if you've done
that's
this for
what you
15
set in
minutes,
your
you've got
control.
water coming out the bottom of your pots.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's too much. So you cut that back. So it's trial and error.
Trial and error.
Based on soil type, plants.
Because you're going to have adjustable, you're going to have different
Yep.
soil media in your pot and all that sort of thing.
So that's it.
That's it.